Greetings everyone. Today we'll use Dijkstra's algorithm to compute the shortest path, and here we can see there are 5 nodes A, B, C and C, D and E, and we can see the way this is a weighted graph. First we'll go through the pseudocode. Here we can see in the Dijkstra's graph we have passed the adjacency list or matrix as G and the source node as. We have run a for loop for each vertex belongs to the adjacency list or matrix, and here we can see there are 5 nodes A, B, C, D and E. We'll run the for loop for each of them and we'll turn the distance to infinity, and the previous nodes will be null because this is the array of parent node. Parent node will be null. Now I've turned the distance of S to 0, so let's make it 0. Distance of S is 0. We have initialized a set S is equal to infinity. Here is the set S, which sorry, it's not infinity, it's null. S is null. Here we can see a null set, and we have initialized a queue. In that queue we enqueued all the vertices, and while queue is not empty, we'll extract the minimum value of the queue. I mean the vertex with the minimum distance. We'll extract the vertex with the minimum distance in that line, then we'll add that vertex to the set, and then we'll start exploring that vertex. From that node we'll see if it has any adjacent neighbors. If the neighbor's distance is less than the computed distance, we'll update the distance and then we'll change the parent node. So let's go through the simulation process. Now it will become much clearer. Let's start with A. This is the source node here. So first make it yellow now and add it to the visited nodes. From A I can go to B and E, B and D. If I go to A to B, the distance will be, distance of A is 0, so the distance will be 0 plus 6, and they all have infinity here. 0 plus 6, which is less than infinity, so we can update the distance. 6 is less than infinity. And for A to D, the distance is 0 plus 1, which is less than infinity, so we can update the distance and let's make it 1. Now is after A we have B and D, so we can update the distance of B as 6, and the previous node will be A, and the update the distance of D, which is 1, and the previous node will be A. Now we are done with A. We have dequeued A previously, so let's remove it. And we have now B, C, D and E. So now we have to dequeue the value with the lowest distance. Here D is the value with the lowest distance, so let's choose D. We are dequeuing D, and let's make it yellow. From D to B we can go to D to B, and we can go to D to E. If I go to D to B, the distance will be 1 plus 2, 3, which is less than 6. So we should update the distance of D to B. It will be 3, and the previous node will be D. From D to E, the distance will be 1 plus 1, which is 2. Here it has the value infinity, which is less than infinity. So 1 plus 1, 2, which is less than infinity. So let's update the value to 2. 2. The previous node will be D. Now if we export the queue, we can see the value with the lowest distance is, now we have B and E available, which is the value of 3 and 2. The value with the lowest distance is E. So we can DQE. If I forgot to add, we have visited D, so we should add D. Now we have DQD. So in that line we'll add E also to the set. Let's turn the color to yellow. Now from E we can go to E to B. For E to B the value will be 2 plus 2 4, which is it is the value updated 3. 2 plus 2 4, 4 is not less than 3. For E to C the value will be 2 plus 5, which is 7, which is less than infinity. So you can update the value 7, will be 7, and the previous node will be E. Now we are done with E. Then from B and C they have the value of 3 and 7. We'll DQ the node with the lowest distance, which is B. We have DQ'd B. So let's add B to the list. Turn the color to yellow. From B we can go to B we can go to C. From B we can go to C. The distance will be from B to C. The distance will be 3 plus 5, which is 8, which is not less than 7. So the weight will not be updated. So we can go to we can't go to any node from B. So it's done. Now we have one node remaining, which is C, which is the value of 7. So we will DQ C, and from C we'll add C to the set of visited vertices, and from C we can go to any other unvisited node. So the queue is empty now, and while the queue is not equal to null, the loop was running. But when the queue will be null, then the loop will break. So this loop will break, and Dijkstra's algorithm is done here, and we have computed the shortest path from each of the node. So if we want to get the shortest path from A to B, the shortest path will be, first we'll write the node B, then B has a parent D, and then we will go to D. D has a parent A. From A to B the shortest path will be ADB. We'll go here and here, and the value of ADB will be 1 plus 2 3. And the same if you want to compute another shortest path for E. For E the parent node is D. For D the parent node is A. The shortest path from A to E is ADE, which is the value of 2. So in that way, using the array of the parent node or previous nodes, we can compute the shortest path. Now we'll go for the time complexity of Dijkstra's algorithm. For each V belongs to the adjacency list or matrix, we have to run the loop for order of V times. Here V is the number of vertices or the number of nodes here, and we are enqueuing all the vertices in the queue. It will be order of V also. But for the while loop, we'll run the while loop for all the nodes, so it will be order of V, the while loop, overall while loops time. And the extract mean, if we are using a binary mean heap, then the extract mean will be order of 1, but I have to update and delete the minimum value from the heap, so the time required will be order of log V. And here for each vertices, for an example, we are going from 1 to 2 and 3. 1 has 2 adjacencies, so the number of edge will be 2. So we are running this loop for order of E times, and here we are decreasing the key or updating the key, and it will be for a binary mean heap, it will be order of log V. So the overall complexity will be as order of V and order of log v are dependent, and order of e and order of log v are dependent, so the complexity will be order of v log v plus order of e log v. So it will be order of v log v plus e log v. It will change for an array like data structure. It is for binary min heap. Let's show it for the array like data structure. Here in the while loop, the complexity will be same. These two complexities will be same for the running the loop for each vertices and turning the distance to infinity and the parent to null. It will be order of v, and enqueuing all the vertices will be order of v. In the while loop, it will also run for order of v times because it will run for all the nodes. In the extract min, if we are using an array like data structure and there are some values 0 1 2 and 3, 0 13 1 5, we have to run a for loop from 0 to 3 and we'll identify the smallest distance. So the extract min for an array like data structure will be order of v, and for each vertices again from 1 to going to 2 and 3, there will be number of edges will be 2, so the will run the loop for order of edges time, and the decrease key or the update value for an array will be, if I want to update the value for 13 to 5, then we have to do this for the first index, so it is order of 1, so the update key will be order of 1. As order of v and order of v are dependent and order of e and order of 1 is dependent, the complexity or the time required will be order of v into order of v plus order of e into order of 1. It will be much higher for an array. It will be order of v square plus e. This is for an array like data structure. It will be different for Fibonacci mean heap, Fibonacci heap, and it will be much optimum for Fibonacci heap, but we'll not show it here. That's it. Thank you everyone.